Hi guys, it's Super Kanata here, and yeah, we're so close to the Nintendo Switch launch. I'm really excited. I can't wait to get my Nintendo Switch on Thursday night. It's going to be incredible, and hopefully to meet some of you guys there if you live around my area, so that'll be cool. Anyway, today's video is what it should have been yesterday. Nintendo Switch thoughts on what I think the Switch is going to be like. Well, I already know what it's like because I played on it, and also like how I think it's going to do. But to start, I like the design of the Switch. I think it's really cool. I love how small it is, and trust me, it is very friggin' small. If you haven't played on it yet, I will tell you from first-hand experience, it's small. Small and powerful, I would say. Obviously not as powerful as Xbox One or PS4, but you assume it's all about the games, not the power. The Joy-Cons feel great in the hand, I will say. They were really comfortable. The only thing is though, as I said in my previous video, I've got big hands, so I need to get the Pro Controller mostly because small controls are not good for me. I really don't like doing that like that because I think small controls ain't great for me. I need to get a big controller. But besides that, you know, I'll be okay with it. Also, game wise, I feel like the Switch is going to get a very good game variety in the library. And so, sorry for the noise, I've got my family over. Excuse me. And I think games, there are going to be loads of great games coming out, and all will use its unique variety of gameplay controls. Most of them will probably be standard controllers, which is good because I prefer that. I don't want gimmicks and stuff. I just want to play my games and enjoy it. I'm not even tired. Games that don't want to be on it, personally, are games such as 1-2 Switch. I think it's stupid, it's boring, it ain't interesting in the slightest. It's only there to be used to show off the HD Rumble. That's literally its only reason of existing. And I really think it's terrible. I hope Nintendo don't continue with games like that. I don't know, they might do, but mostly I don't think they will. And I don't think loads of companies will go into that variety. I think they will just make serious games. And obviously you're going to get the shitty third party with it. Every company does that. 1 or 2 companies are going to do this. And I think they will honestly try to bring out some of the best games on the Switch. I see third parties doing that, and I definitely think that's definitely going to happen. I just don't think, you know, I just don't think they're going to do all them sort of shit, crappy games that, you know, were on lesser powerful consoles. Bloody hell, I'm so yawny. Such as Wii and PS2, where third parties would rush out crap anyway. You know, or shovelware. I don't think that's going to happen with Switch. I think there's mostly just going to be serious type of games, and you know, they're going to continuously bring out more games. And I think third parties are going to be more involved with the Switch. I said having Bethesda, that was an interesting thing when I knew Skyrim's coming on here. Whether or not I get Skyrim is a different thing, because I already got it on my gaming PC. I've got it on my 360. I don't really know if there's a point of getting it again. Says the person who's bought Resi 4 on near enough every freaking system it's been on, which is, you know, it's just me, guys. And I think loads of companies are going to go with it, and I noticed that like loads of very branded people are doing it too. I mean, like obviously we've got Suda 51 with No More Heroes 3. I'm just going to say it's No More Heroes 3. May not be, but I hope it is. And you've also got like people from Final Fantasy, Square Enix doing things for it. They're really liking it, and those people have given the Switch so many good positive reviews so far, and saying it's a really good system, and companies are like, this is a great system, there's stuff they can do with it, which is great. It's nice to know that they really are getting into it and, you know, really enjoying it, and that's all that matters. You just need to, you know, make games for it and enjoy it, and you know, as long as the system's got what you want, that's what you should mostly look at it for. What else? But yeah, I think there's going to be loads of games for it. I will do. And now I'm going to talk about the criticism people keep giving it about the stand. Only one person has said that the kickstand's terrible. They must have got a duff console, because I've seen loads of people. I've seen it myself. The kickstand isn't fragile. It's not easily breakable, and I'm telling you this from first-hand experience. It's not bad as people they've making it out to be. I think it's like, I don't know what. I think, isn't it CNET? You know, or I don't know who's been saying it. Someone's been saying it's terrible to kickstand and it broke their system. Oh, boo-hoo, you got one thing wrong. And then you just want to make everyone seem like that the Switch is terrible because of a stand that yours broke on. I'm telling you straight up, people who watch this who may be worried about the stand, don't be worried. As I said, I've messed with it. I've messed with the stands. I've seen the stands being used. It works fine. It works fine. I've not seen any flimsiness. And that's from me. And if you know me for this long, people, when I was Miimoto and Toei and all that, you know I tell the truth. I am not lying to you here. The kickstand's not bad. It really isn't. If anything, I think it was just a duff one. Maybe it was an easily breakable hinge or something in there, which is unfortunate, but it isn't worrying for that. And if you are worried, buy the Hori stand for it if you really feel worried about that. But I'm just telling you, for me personally, I haven't seen a problem with it. So if you are worried, get the Hori stand. And I think people are saying like the left Joy-Con when it's off has been desyncing. That's a possibility. I haven't read much about that. There's possibilities of a like a day one patch that might fix that. As I said, I'm getting a Pro Controller, so I'll be mostly using that. But I will use the Joy-Con, so I haven't got a problem with using them. It's just that, obviously, as I said, my hands are too small. I mean, my hands are too small. My hands are too big, and the controllers are too small. And I feel like it should be a bit more better if they could get that to fix. And only a few people have seen that to have a problem. And it seems to be reviewed kits that are doing that. And either way, that shouldn't happen, and that's terrible if it does happen to other people. And I will say I've had more problems with that than I have seen with the kickstands. They should fix that as soon as possible. I mean, it hasn't happened to everyone, it's just happened to a few people, but definitely Nintendo look into that and definitely try something to like reinsure and redirecting that, make sure that you get that settled. Really, honestly mean that though. Yeah, and when it comes to games, as I just said, I think the games are going to be good on it. I think there's going to be loads of games for it. Peripherals I think are cool. I think that's really good. Prices on games I think should be cheaper. I mean, they're going up to £60 now, well, in game anyway, and other people are doing 50 quid for it, which is the normal standard price these days. You should be £50. But I don't see why 60, because that just seems terrible. I think the whole idea of the HD rumbling controllers is really cool, and as I said, on Switch I think it's terrible. I don't like the idea of it. That was one game I just really wasn't into looking for when I was at the Switch event. One game I was surprised about though, sorry, I'm just standing up. One thing I was surprised about was ARMS. I thought it would have been crap. I really did think it was going to be crap, but I really enjoyed it. I had a good time playing it, and I don't see a problem with it, to be honest with you. I think it was actually a pretty fun game. So if you want to get ARMS, I'd definitely say get it. Obviously it comes out April, I think. Yeah, I think it's April, and I think that's going to be a good game, to be honest with you. So yeah, overall I think the Switch is going to do really well. I haven't got a doubt on this one. I think it's going to be great. If marketing can go better, and Nintendo can figure out like great ways of bringing third parties into it, which I think they have, I think it's going to do great. I think it's going to do a great little system that can be and this one thing was like, people keep saying like, oh, is it just going to be your second console? It's going to be my first console, and when I mean that, I mean like for the generation, it's going to be my number one to go to buy games for. The Wii U was until declining, and then I went to the PS4 to be my second console if things go wrong with Nintendo Wii U, which it did. So some parts so I went to PS4 to play some games, particular games anyway, and now I'm going back to Switch being my first priority console for main games if I can get them. If they're not on Switch, I'll get them on PS4. If they're not on PS4, if they're on PS4 or Switch, I'll get it on Switch. That sort of thing. It's just the way I see it, and it's not fanboying things. I've just always enjoyed Nintendo consoles, and I prefer the controllers and stuff like that. I'm not saying that the PS4 controllers ain't good. I love the PS4 controllers, but as I say, we all have particular preferences on what consoles we're going to play with. So it doesn't make me a fanboy. It just is my general opinion, how I feel about that. And if you got a different opinion on that, good. That's really cool to know, and it's nice to see that. But yeah, I think Switch is going to do good, and I don't see a problem with it. I have more hopes for it than the Wii U. I think it's definitely going to do way better, and it's definitely going to bring some good profit on Nintendo too. So yeah, I think it's going to do good. Anyway guys, this is Supercanut here, sign out, have a nice day, and we've got only Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday. And for the people who ain't doing the midnight launch, then you got Friday. So you got pretty much 4 days, mainly 4 days, free for anyone who's going to the midnight launch. Anyway guys, see you later, take care and have a nice day.